Good morning, everyone. This is Doug with your Right Way Options morning market prep video for June 9th, 2017. So yesterday we had a lot of emotion in the market, a lot of back and forth. That emotion was created largely due to the congressional hearing that was going on. And it all ended up to be kind of a non-event. If we look at an intraday chart, if you remember, I talked a lot about whipsaws yesterday, and we ended up getting a lot of those just as I had kind of expected we might. There was the opening move. We moved up sharply. We reversed on the very next candle, moved all the way back down. We moved back up the very next candle. We moved completely back down the next candle. Then we went through this protracted rally only to give it all up by the end of the day. And well, not all of it. We did rally a little bit here toward the end of the day. So that's what I mean by whipsaw price action. And this is very dangerous price action for the new trader because there's lots of, well, it's dangerous for any trader, but new traders tend to will fall for the signals when they see them and not recognize the fact that we could whip around the rest of the day and end up getting chopped up. So obviously we were all over the place yesterday, and that caution for whipsaw definitely did play out yesterday. And as we look at the market right now, the diamonds left us with kind of a doji price pattern, not a doji, but a shooting star price pattern in the candle, but we remained inside this consolidation box and holding above price support. So I'm still leaning bullish to this, even though that's kind of a bearish signal. I'm leaning bullish to this chart. And even though it's Friday, I am actually considering adding some risk today, which is not normal. And hopefully I'll show you why I'm kind of thinking that here in just a second. The SPY, looking at the SPY, we left a doji pattern behind, and actually multiple dojis, all in this same consolidation box. Nothing is breaking down. Everything is holding up really well. So I, again, want to stay bullish. The Qs, I haven't drawn the box in here, but the Qs are in that same kind of little consolidation pattern. And the Qs really recovered strongly yesterday, recovered nicely, and gave us a new closing high for the Qs. It didn't close at the high, but a new closing high for the Qs. So remarkable strength here in the tech sector. And probably one of the best things that happened yesterday is that the IWM really responded strongly yesterday. If we can get all four of the indexes, and notice that this has been a long time since IWM has really decided to participate in the market. If IWM is really going to get involved with the market and break out here, and we have all four indexes going in the same direction, we could have an exciting time ahead of us with a nice bullish run as the result. Now, next week, we have a slew of economic data, which is interesting that there's nothing today. It's kind of the calm before the storm. There's really nothing of significance on the economic calendar today, and there's only 8 companies reporting earnings, and none of which are the kind that would move the market. So, but next week we have an economic calendar that is chock full of really big reports, and it'll be interesting to see how next week proceeds. Now, as far as my bullish stance and maybe adding some risk, one of the things that I'm looking at is the financial sector. If I look at XLF, you can see we had a really nice day yesterday in XLF, moving up sharply, running right into this major resistance area. Okay. But a couple things occurred after the market closed, or are occurring right now. The House passed the bill that removes most of the burdensome regulation in the Dodd-Frank bill. Now, obviously, that has to finish up approval through the rest of the government, but that's a positive thing for the banks, a huge positive for the banks. Also, next week, we're expecting futures kind of have it priced in as a 96% chance of a rate increase next week from the FOMC. And if the FOMC does increase interest rates, that's a good thing for the banks in the respect that they can improve their profitability. So I'm looking pretty strongly at the banking sector, and I want to watch and see if I get clues of a rotation of institutions, high-frequency trading firms, and things like that starting to rotate back toward those banks. So I'll be looking fairly closely at that today and possibly adding some risk in that sector. One of the stocks that I'm kind of favoring right now is Citibank. Citibank is really the only major financial that broke out. And this is a big deal. This is a big breakout. If we take this to a weekly chart, look how long this stock has been held down here. So I think I want to get involved in this trade, and I'll be watching this really closely today. So with that, everyone, I want to wish you all a fantastic weekend, a great weekend. Hope everyone has fun plans ahead of them. And I will see everyone Right Way Options regular time today. And I want to wish everyone a great day, great profits, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care, everyone.